So, guys, after watching season 1 of episode 13 of Attack on Titan, I just wanted to talk about a few things that happened within the episode that stood out to me the most. One of the main ones that stood out to me the most was we were centered around Captain Ian and his team, and his team's squads. Basically, it was basically centered around Captain Ian, Rico, and Mitabi, and all of the people that were basically the focus for basically helping Eren take the boulder, get to the wall, and block the hole that had Titans coming through the wall there. So definitely, first and foremost, I definitely want to say R.I.P. to Mitabi, and several of his other teammates and everything like that. They made a conscious decision to be a distraction and try to have the Titans follow them and attack them and pull them away from getting near Eren at the time. Definitely, they tried their best, and with that, it cost them their lives. I also want to mention too that during this episode too, that what I saw was it definitely looked like, even though it's not fully confirmed, but it looked like Captain Ian also made the decision to save one of his teammates as well, and where a giant had picked him up, and basically like the Titan, excuse me, not the giant, the Titan grabbed one of his teammates. Captain Ian basically went up and saved his teammate, tossed him out from getting eaten, and in which in turn he got ate instead. So it just, it basically kind of sucks because it seems like Rico's the only one that survived out of mostly all of her teammates during this episode. And she came in the clutch too during this episode, which was really, really cool to see as well. So definitely RIP to most of Captain Ian and his squad during this episode, guys. Now, again, obviously the main focus of this episode was more so centered around, these squads making sure to keep Eren safe. But with that, I definitely did enjoy Eren's spot before even getting the boulder where he needed to get it to, where in his mind he was noticing that, he was walking with the basically controlling the Titan, and he was noticing, and he even mentions it, but he notices like his body just didn't feel right while walking as the Titan. Like he said, my body feels heavy, and it kind of like, basically hints to me like saying that, he's trying to control this Titan fully. Of course, that can also, the heaviness of his body can definitely pertain to the fact that he's carrying his boulder, but it also could be pertaining to the fact that because he's controlling the Titan itself, that he feels the weight of the body itself as he's walking with the Titan. So I just kind of felt like that part of the episode, that very small part of the episode where he was thinking to himself, my body's heavy, that kind of stood out to me in that moment in time. So one of the things that I do notice during this episode, and I continue to kind of question it, and it kind of, I want to say this episode kind of helped me sort of understand the whole transformation of the Titan a little bit, where we basically see here like Armin is trying to pull Eren apart from the Titan itself, and he truly can't. Basically Rico here, she has to cut that part of the inside of the skin of the back, the inside of the neck or whatever. She has to slice that part off because Armin even says like it's trying to fully attach itself to Eren's body, and it's just really just interesting to see this, that when he transforms into the Titan, it kind of seems like Eren is becoming more Titan. I guess that's what I want to say. That's what it seems like it's looking like to me, as he transforms. Like to me, it seems a bit dangerous. Is basically what I'm trying to say. With Eren, basically every time he transforms, he's becoming more Titan-like. So it's just very interesting to see. Again, I'm kind of guessing this, but that's what it looks like. So again, there's always no spoilers, guys. I'm trying to find all this information out as I watch the episodes for each episode, type of thing. So yeah, just this portion of the episode definitely stood out to me, specifically here for episode 13. Now, as we move a little bit further into the episode after the battle and stuff like that, we get to this scene where a few of the military members, they're kind of just like walking around, they're assessing the area, and they end up coming across this thing here specifically. It is gross, by the way, as we find out what it is. Basically we learned that one of them basically were explaining to the young lady here at the top here, well, on the side of the screen here, he's explaining to everybody, including her, that per their information, that the Titans don't have a digestive system, so they eat and then they get full, and whatever they try to consume more of, because they can't finish that basically that body that they're eating, whatever, that they basically regurgitate the rest of it out. It becomes this ball, this pocket, and it just like, it's just disgusting, and it's filled with, I guess, like saliva and stuff like that, and blood and all of that. And then you can't tell, even the guy says, like, we don't, there's so much in here, we can't tell who and what it is that's inside of this pocket of disgusting mess here. So just definitely something interesting that I found, just something that I've specifically found interesting in this episode, in this scene here, that gave me some key information about the Titans and their insides when they decide to chew and devour a person. It's just it's gross, but it's still kind of sort of interesting in itself. So once we get towards basically like the end of the episode, we are basically centered here where it has Eren in this underground cell. He's chained up, and on the outside they have a few people, specific people outside, watching him. They basically were watching him as he slept until he finally woke up. But one of my gripes about this specific scene, though, guys, is that I even mentioned it in my reaction while watching this scene, that Eren is chained up, right? And his chains are to his side, but it looks like he can move his hands. Like, it looks like he can touch his face. Now, one of the things that I mentioned, I'm basically going to re-mention it here in this video, is that I felt like, because I believe that they don't know this information, like they don't know how Eren transforms into the Titan, that they don't know that from what I've seen him do, he basically like bites his, I believe he bites his thumb, one of his thumbs, or whichever finger, whatever that's on his hand, or whichever hand, that's what causes him to transform, right? So I don't believe that they know that information. And if he's able to reach up per these chains, if he's able to reach up and touch his face, he can technically transform into the Titan on his own and bust out of there. It's just one of those small things. It was a small gripe. It was just like a small thing that kind of like irked my soul a little bit while watching this scene. I'm just like, that's kind of like not how you want to contain a threat, basically, while when you're looking to kind of question and interrogate whomever, like somebody who is such a threat as Eren, because he can transform into a Titan. Just one of those small things that really just like stood out to me, that I didn't agree with at the time during this scene. So during this ending scene here in the jail cell, we do see these key players in this episode is basically Commander Erwin and Captain Levi. They're having conversations with Eren behind the cell, and they're talking about specific things, asking him questions, wanting him to say, wanting him to know that they want to use him and his Titan abilities to help the Survey Corps, Even Levi threatens to take Eren out if he decides to show any signs of not being able to control the Titan, as well as show signs of betrayal. He says that he will personally take out and kill Eren himself. But one of the other things that stood out too was that Commander Erwin, he pulls out the key that belongs to Eren that his father gave him, and he basically does bring up the fact that, back at your home, back in your basement, is all the information we need to know about the Titans, about all of this stuff. We want to, he's basically saying that we want to help you get there, but we want you to join our team. We need you with us, join us. But what is your answer? Eren basically like, look, I will gladly do this. I will join your side. I want to kill as many Titans as I can. Let me join the Survey Corps. So this scene, with them sitting here talking and discussing this, was just a huge scene itself, to me. And even Eren's facial expressions changed, all of that. It was just a very powerful moment, a very powerful scene here at the end of episode 13, to move forward. And I'm just, I'm looking forward to watching episode 14 to come. I just wanted to make sure that I did my review for episode 13 first. And once I'm done with reacting to episode 14, I'm going to do my review for episode 14 right after. So both my reviews for episode 13 and 14 will be up just a few hours after I upload my reactions to episodes 13 and 14. So be on the lookout for those videos. But all in all, the episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. There were just these small moments in the episode that stood out to me that were noteworthy, and I wanted to talk to you all about, give you all my thoughts, and just wanted to let you all know what was on my mind about this specific episode. But with that, I'm about to be out. Let me know your thoughts. What did you all think of episode 13? What did you all think of this review video? Leave some comments in the comment section if you feel up to it, and I will talk to you all over on episode 14, my reaction, and then a few hours later with my review video of episode 14. Peace, guys.